I would love to see Shakur fight Murataya, and I'd love to see Haney fight Garcia.
Yes.
Right? If the Murataya fight's not going to happen, I am most interested in the career of Shakur Stevenson right now. And he still took it. He's making it happen. He clearly wants it with Shakur. Also with Devin Haney in the rematch.
That's a good one, too.
At this point, do you think, look, Ryan is a significantly bigger guy than Shakur Stevenson.
Right.
Look, I think obviously size is going to play a factor, but I think it's going to play a factor before we even get to a fight. I mean, Ryan Garcia saying he can make 144, I do not believe him. Shakur Stevenson saying he doesn't want to go above 144.
Max Kellerman weighed in on the hype around a potential Ryan Garcia-Shakur Stevenson fight, while also praising Garcia's 12-round dominance over Mario Barrios. He said Ryan delivered exactly as expected. Kellerman did question Garcia's preparation and the decision to go back to training under his father, but ultimately admitted the approach worked.
Our guy, Ryan Garcia, dominated Mario Barrios. He dominated y'all 12 straight rounds. Guys, we all expected Ryan to win. I think most of us thought he would do so impressively, right? But we did have questions, let's be honest. How was his training preparation? How was his preparation for the fight? Was he training hard enough? He's working out in the living room, he's showing you on TikTok, whatever. Was he taking Barrios seriously enough? Was the move back to his father as trainer the right one? It seems like the answers are yes, yes, and yes.
And hell yes.
His father did a great job.
Yes.
I was critical. I was thinking, wait a minute, if you're going back to your dad, you want things comfortable? His father did a great job. Proof is in the pudding. We just react to what we see, right?
Yeah.
Max Kellerman broke down Ryan Garcia's performance with Malik Scott, focusing on control and strategy. They noted how Garcia caught Barrios off guard early and mixed his offense, instead of relying only on his jab and left hook. Scott highlighted Ryan's precision, especially a sharp right hook around the guard, as an example of the composure and technique that separates top-level fighters.
After the fight, Ryan was a little critical of his own performance.
Oh, wow, okay.
As dominant as it was. And guys, I agree with Ryan. He looked sensational in many respects. But I think he could have knocked Barrios out.
Yes.
And I give him, for that performance, guys, an A-. What do you give him?
I'll go with an A- too. What he did do was hurt him early. But he hurt him early in the fact that it was so early that it kind of caught Barrios by shock, I think. The shot was right on the head, and what I was most impressed with the most, he didn't just go with his jab. He didn't just go with his classic left hook. He went with his jab, and the key shot was the same shot that Floyd Mayweather continued to hit Miguel Cotto with. The right hook around the guard, the right hook around there. Ryan did a good job.
Max Kellerman said the most impressive part of Garcia's performance was his footwork. Ryan's hands, speed, and power have always stood out, but his movement has often lagged behind. In this fight, Kellerman argues, Garcia's feet finally caught up with his talent, showing the balance and control of a truly gifted fighter.
Let me tell you what I thought, guys, was the most impressive part of Ryan's game, his feet. Ryan's feet have never been on par with his hands. Ryan's got hand skills. And he's got speed and punching power. He is one of the specially talented fighters in boxing. So the standards for you, Ryan, are not the same as the standards for a normal fighter, because you are not a normal fighter. He's specially gifted. But his feet always lag behind. I thought his feet looked better in this fight
than any other.
Maybe than I'd ever seen him.
Garcia, meanwhile, calls out Shakur Stevenson as his next target, framing it as unfinished business from their amateur days. He insists he won back then and suggests outside factors influenced the official result, fueling his push for a rematch once his hand heals. Garcia also takes aim at Devin Haney, claiming Haney is avoiding him out of fear.
How serious are you about the Shakur fight, and do you want to unify with Devin now that you're champion?
Oh, I'm open to all those, whatever. Shakur, somebody that I fought in the amateurs, and we went at it, and I felt like I beat him. But, the politics in the USA boxing at that time were a little different. And I still got a chip on my shoulder. I've been wanting that rematch for a minute. Hopefully we get it. And, when my hand heals, I'll be looking for that opportunity for sure. And Devin, he don't want that. He's terrified. He has PTSD.
Stevenson says he's ready to face anyone moving forward. His focus, he explains, is on sharpening his craft, perfecting his style, and continuing to learn. And he makes his stance clear. he doesn't duck anyone. If someone wants the fight, he's willing to step into the ring.
For me, for the future, I say just keep doing what I'm doing. Like, ain't nothing gonna change. Just keep getting better at my craft, keep learning, and trying to perfect my style. And just fight anybody. Like, I'm one of them dudes, I don't care who it is, so fight anybody. If they say that that's who they want to see me beat, then come on, let's do it.
Stevenson takes a shot at Garcia, calling him overrated and too dependent on the left hook. He argues that when Rolly Romero neutralized that punch, Garcia had little else to offer, exposing limitations in his overall game.
Ryan Garcia.
Not beating me either.
Taller.
Not beating me either.
Faster.
Not beating me either.
More power. How would you beat Ryan Garcia?
I think he's very overrated.
Overrated?
If a guy loses to Rolly that way, the way that I saw him lose to Rolly, all Rolly did was take away his left hook. That means clearly that's all he got. He better sharpen up his weapons before he get in the ring with me.
Ryan Garcia's father makes a bold prediction, saying his son would stop Shakur Stevenson with a body shot and insisting Ryan's jab is far superior. He points back to their amateur meeting when Ryan was 16, saying they beat Shakur then, and credits years of work on sharpening the jab and refining technique from a young age. In his view, Ryan's speed, skill, and experience give him a clear edge in that matchup.
Decision knockout.
We'll hit him with a body shot, he's done.
Why the body
He
shot?
can't take his body shot. We already know.
Really?
Yeah, and he doesn't have a better jab than my son. My son has an awesome jab. We beat him in the amateurs, okay, with the jabs. When Ryan was young, Ryan was only 16 years old. But he qualified 17, 18 with Shakur. Shakur was on that level. So if you're within 2 years, they're gonna put you in that category, okay? And I said, Ryan, we didn't know Shakur, they didn't know us. But I said, you know what, Ryan, let's work on that jab. Ryan was throwing that beautiful jab, pop, pop, pop. I said, okay, that's what we're gonna work on. Let's start off there.
Oscar De La Hoya says he likes the idea of Ryan Garcia facing Shakur Stevenson, but he emphasizes that there are plenty of options. Now that Garcia has a world title, De La Hoya notes, everyone wants a shot. For now, he says the priority is letting Ryan rest and regroup. The next opponent, he adds, will be Ryan's decision, when he's ready to move.
Been asked about these two opponents, but what do you think a fight with Shakur Stevenson looks like? They talked about fighting each other next. What do you think that fight would look like?
I love the fight. I mean, look, there's so many options there for Ryan now. Everybody wants to fight him. Everybody wants to dethrone the pretty boy, you know? And now that he has a world title, everybody's after him. So yeah, I think it's a matter of just regrouping, let Ryan rest, and he'll make his decision once he's ready.
Oscar De La Hoya says boxing moves fast and a fighter is only as respected as his most recent performance. Right now, he believes Ryan Garcia looks outstanding, on top with a world title and real momentum. But with that belt comes a target, and De La Hoya notes challengers are lining up. The difference now is leverage. Garcia has options and the luxury of choosing his next move.
Speaking of rematches, man, Rolly Romero, you know, we know how important it is to avenge your loss. And Ryan, you know,
Sure.
How does that look? Is that something that's a possibility?
It's a possibility. I mean, anything's a possibility. I think Ryan now, you know, boxing is funny. It's like, you know, you're as good as your last fight. That's what boxing is. Ryan looked great. He's on top of the world with a world title. He's got a target on his back. Everybody wants to fight him, so he has fighters to choose from now. So whatever he decides.
Aiden Ross weighs in on a possible Ryan Garcia-Shakur Stevenson fight, giving credit to both men. He admits Shakur would likely be the favorite, but says it would still be close because of their skill levels. In the end, Ross predicts Garcia has what it takes to come out on top.
Ryan Garcia, dude, shout out to Ryan. You know what, man? That Ryan-Shakur fight's going to be a good one. Chad, if Ryan and Shakur fight in about 6 months to a year, who do you guys think wins? I got to go Ryan on that. I think Shakur will be the favorite. But Shakur's just they're both so f***ing good. It also just matters what's in that clause. I think Ryan gets it done.
Terrence Crawford weighs in on a potential Shakur Stevenson-Ryan Garcia matchup and keeps it blunt. He says Shakur clearly outclasses Ryan, arguing that unlike Barrios, Stevenson never stays in one place or gives easy openings. Crawford adds that Shakur's speed, discipline, and precision would make him extremely difficult for Garcia to land on cleanly. Terrence Crawford gives a blunt assessment of a potential Shakur-Stevenson-Ryan Garcia fight. He says that while Ryan would come in confident, Stevenson already has multiple amateur wins over him, which gives Shakur an edge from the start. Crawford adds that Shakur's mental and physical advantages make the outcome fairly predictable, unless something changes dramatically.
I definitely think that he's going to have a lot of confidence, but at the same time, if he's going up with a fighter like Shakur, it's going to be different because they've been in the ring with each other many a times as kids, and he's going to have that edge mentally over Ryan, even going in the ring, set aside his skill set. So I just think mentally, physically, and emotionally, Shakur is going to be here compared to Ryan. Not just because he's my brother, it's because they've been in the ring with each other, and he never defeated Shakur as an amateur. So what makes him think he's going to defeat him as a professional?
Timothy Bradley Jr. weighs in on a potential Ryan Garcia-Shakur Stevenson fight and questions the excitement around Ryan's most recent performance. Bradley says he wasn't impressed, noting that even with plenty of punches landed, Garcia couldn't get the finish, raising doubts about how reliable he is as a true power puncher. Still, Bradley doesn't dismiss Ryan outright. He argues that fighting Stevenson would demand more than speed or strength, because skill is what decides it. In Bradley's view, Garcia has fast hands, but Stevenson pairs speed with elite technique and control, making him a far more layered and difficult problem.
Well, Shakur couldn't finish no damn, Lopez, and he boring as I was bored last night watching Ryan Garcia beat the out of this dude. Yeah, so y'all want to talk about that, Shakur? Yeah, I was bored last night watching Ryan Garcia. I was waiting on the finish. I'm like, damn, where the finish at, Ryan? Where the damn finish at? You ain't finishing this, boy. You supposed to be the big power puncher now. Ooh, you supposed to be that man. Ooh, you supposed to get rid of this dude. Bro, you didn't get rid of this dude. You hit him with the kitchen sink and couldn't get rid of this dude, bro. For real. Oh, he's tough. He's tough. You should have figured that shit out. Yeah. Yup, you should have figured it out. But you didn't. It is what it is.
That's it for today. Stay tuned. See you next time.